All right, so the family and I have just worked our way through all of the original series Star Trek episodes, which is not the first time that we've seen them, but we just recently completed all of the seasons, so I'm going to try to name all of the titles of the episodes from the three seasons of the original Star Trek. So it opens with the cage. That was the pilot, and the first aired episode was the Man Trap. That's the one where the creature was sucking all the salt out of everybody's body. I know that season 2 opened with Amok Time, which is my all-time favorite episode. It's the one where Spock sort of gets married. And then season 3 starts off with my all-time least favorite episode, which is Spock's Brain, where Spock's brain is used to run some underground civilization. And then the episode, this episodes that ended each season was Operation Annihilate, which I think was the one where those flying pancakes were attacking everybody on this empty planet. And then Assignment Earth, which was the ridiculous episode that was supposed to be a pilot for a new Gene Roddenberry series about some guy, and it was a really clunky combination of the old show and the new show. And then the season 3 ended with Turnabout Intruder, which wasn't a terrible episode. It was a little bit weird. Spock was taken over by this jealous woman. They switched minds, and she controlled his body, and it was an okay episode, probably in the lower third, but not horrible. But really, of all the Star Treks, every Star Trek series ended with a finale where they knew it was the finale, and it was usually a pretty good episode, but not with the original series. So, all right, so now we can get some other classics like Space Seed, the Khan episode, and Trouble with Tribbles. One of my favorite episodes is Devil in the Dark, because it has two great McCoy lines. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer, and I'm beginning to think I could cure a rainy day. Then there are the sort of historical episodes like Bread and Circuses, where it was set in ancient Rome, and Patterns of Force, I think, was the Nazi episode. And Who Mourns for Adonis, which is the great, Apollo, the real Apollo from ancient Greece that's found on a planet far away. And there's Plato's Stepchildren, where this person guy society of super beings was modeling their society after Plato's Republic. Then there was The Conscience of the King, which was kind of had this Greek play kind of, or Middle Ages kind of play setting as part of the episode. Let's see, there's Squire of Gothos, a very Twilight Zone-y episode. Cat's Paw, the really weird bad episode. The Omega Glory, I think, was the one where they recite the Constitution at the end. Let's see, Taste of Armageddon. I think that's the one where there's this war that's being waged by computers, basically, which, if so, is one of my favorite episodes. But there's also A Private Little War. That could be that episode. I don't think so, though. I think that's a different episode. Shore Leave. I think that's the one with, like, the Alice in Wonderland thing going on. Charlie X, terrible episode. The Naked Time, great episode where Sulu is fighting with swords. Everybody loves that part of the episode. Where No Man Has Gone Before. I think that's where one of the Enterprise crew gets taken over, becomes a god kind of thing. Wreaks havoc. Then we've got the Ultimate Computer. They try to automate the Enterprise to disastrous results. Doomsday Machine, where they take a windsock and they they put some stiffening agent around it and make it into this spaceship. Oh, Balance of Terror. Anything with Mark Leonard in it is a favorite episode. That's the one where he played a Romulan, and then Journey to Babel is where he played Spock's dad. Great episode. Court Martial, kind of a dumb episode where Kirk presses a button, but the video's faked, so he didn't really press the button. Let's see here. There's a lot of Tomorrow episodes. There's Return to Tomorrow. And Tomorrow is Yesterday. Tomorrow's Yesterday is a good one. That's where they go back to 1960s Earth, and they are the UFO. And there's one more Tomorrow. Or maybe I'm just thinking of All Our Yesterdays. Lights of Zatar. Obsession. The Enemy Within. Tholian Web's a classic. I'm realizing I'm behind on time here. Let's see. There's a couple syndromes. Paradise Syndrome. I think that's the one where Kirk gets bonked on the head or zapped and falls in love with an American Indian woman. Lives like a month with her or something like that. The Immunity Syndrome. Kind of a weird episode. The Empath. I'm Mud. Horrible episode. Mud's Women. Slightly better, but not that good. For the World is Hollow, and I Have Touched the Sky, and City on the Edge of Forever. Classic episode. Again, Kirk falls in love. She gets hit by a car. Oh, Day of the Dove, and Spectre of the Gun, and A Piece of the Action. Vic Tayback, is that his name? Another historical one where they're on like this 1920s Earth. Speaking of Earth, in Miri, for some reason, it was a replica of Earth. No good explanation for why. Return of the Archons. One of my favorites. First episode of many where Kirk outwits a computer by talking it into circles. Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. Great concept. People with black on one side of their face and white on the other hate the people with white on one side of their face and black on the other. They hunt themselves to extinction. Lawn of Troyes. Also a good episode. Really good acting in that one. Alana in particular was great. The Corbomite Maneuver. The Enterprise Incident. The Savage Curtain. Can't forget the one where Abraham Lincoln makes a guest appearance. Oh boy, I'm running out of time. Mirror Mirror, the Mirror Universe episode. People like that one. Wolf in the Fold, where Scotty gets accused of murder on some planet. Oh, The Menagerie, parts 1 and 2. Gotta get that one. That's one for free. That's where they repurposed the pilot. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of time here. Oh yes, What Are Little Girls Made Of? Where they made the androids that looked like people. Dagger of the Mind, The Penal Colony, Galileo 7, where they have to fight off these giant monsters. Oh, Arena, I think that's the Gorn episode. This Side of Paradise, that's where Spock gets, I think, blasted in the face and feels emotion. Errand of Mercy, Alternative Factor, Changeling, The Apple, Metamorphosis, Friday's Child, The Deadly Years, where they all get old, The Gamesters of Triskelion, where Kirk has to battle people for the pleasure of these aliens that are betting on them. I don't remember by any other name. And The Children Shall Lead. Is There No Truth in Beauty? That's the one where the doctor from Next Generation, one of her two, I think, roles in the original series. Oh, and The Cloud Minders, sure. All right, so 57 out of 80. We'll be back to improve on this at a future time. I know I can do better. I talk too much.